Hi again, folks. This is Raadthie from the Chic Chef, and today the star of our show is going to be this beautiful piece of meat called the Kobe steak. And this is a Kobe steak from the Hogaya Prefecture in Japan, and it comes with this chrysanthemum seal. So if it's not the chrysanthemum seal, it's not Kobe. Wagyu beef can come from Australia or from the US, but if it doesn't have the seal, it's not Kobe, it's not the same quality, don't buy it. I'm going to take it out with packaging, and you can see how well marbled it is. And the marbling plays a big part in how tasty the meat is, and how it melts in your mouth. And look, it's even melting in my hand because of the fat. Look at the fat content here, folks. Well, there are stories about it when I lived in Japan, and I've actually seen it in documentaries, how the meat is, these are very, very special calves of cattle that are massaged every day, and they are, people would drink beer and spew it over their bodies and massage them. Oh, can you imagine doing that to me? And the rest of their beer, they are fed, so they're really kind of high, happy cattle, and that's what they do. And then they get to stroll around and eat whatever they want, or not whatever they want, but good grass, yeah? And that's where their marbling comes from. So good meat for happy cows, right? Moo moo. So I'm going to, in Japan, we have a way, although this is a perfectly good steak, I like to cut it up. We call it katsu steak in Japan, and it makes for a very, very easy fry time, and the steak cooks, well, this steak in particular, because this is about 200 grams, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to put some crushed garlic on it, on both sides, and put some pepper. It's about 2 teaspoonfuls of crushed black pepper, and some soy sauce to marinate. And I am going to just chop it all up, right? And this steak, you wouldn't believe it, takes less than 5 minutes. Takes less than 5 minutes to marinate all in all. Take my trusty chef's knife here, and I'm going to chop it up into even pieces. So you can see the even pieces. I'm chopping it up into. I'm chopping it mostly into cubes. Yeah. When I lived in Japan, I lived in Tokyo to be exact, and the supermarket I went to used to supply this meat to the royal family. The butcher I went to supplied it to the empress and the emperor and the empress family. And on Monday they used to have a sale of Kobe beef, I would get steaks like this for less than or about $10 US per steak, which is a steal. And we would have Kobe steak nights on Monday, and it was such a treat. Although, here I paid just like, for this steak, I paid $73 for this little one. Okay, so I'm going to put it in a plate, and it's all going to be marinated for just a little bit. Like I said, 5-10 minutes should do the trick. And meanwhile, we're going to cook our vegetables here. And because the steak is so delicate, you don't want too many hard vegetables to overwhelm the taste of the thing. So here I have some little mushrooms from Japan as well. They're called miyagi mushrooms. I can't remember what they're called now. And you have got little baby carrots and a vegetable called hoyote. Okay, and this is supposed to be peeled, and I'll show you how to peel it, just like that. You peel it, okay. Sometimes it's called a pear vegetable, or a pear melon, or a Buddha melon, or Buddha pear, something like that. But it's lovely in stir fries. You can use it in Chinese stir fries as well. It does look like Buddha, doesn't it? And it's also, you can also say it's a pear. and you just peel it, and then you cut it up into little strips, and the taste is very mellow. You don't really taste the vegetable so much. It can be found not in every supermarket. You have to look out for it. I guess some wet markets have it, but I'm not a wet market person. I just can't take the smell of wet markets. I think many people in our generation, my generation, actually can't go to a wet market, so we're stuck with the curse of the supermarket. In other countries we can go to farmers markets and find exactly what we need, but here in Singapore, the curse of the wet market. Anyway, I'll figure this out later, and come with me to my kitchen while we get all this prepared again, right? Thank you. Come with me.